There's a new animated David film that I think just came out.
I saw some rumblings about that.
One never knows. I mean, the Prince of Egypt, we're really going off. But, Prince of Egypt, I remember years ago how annoyed I was uh, because one of the songs on the soundtrack was essentially about um, why the Israelites should not have been enslaved for some kind of like human rights reason. Sort of like it's sort of like because it's just not right to enslave a human being.
That gets us back on topic because that's ideology subsuming. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, our culture reinterpreting things, from a humanistic perspective, and I'm like, that's not exactly what was happening there. Like, that's really this and the Prince of Egypt, I thought was a fun movie, but
Well, this reminds me, like, there's been all this debate now the last 2 months because it's Christmas time, and I may have, I think I may have mentioned this with when we were on with Nick. There's all these debates now about like the Holy Family being undocumented immigrants or being refugees and all these things, and it's people get bogged down into like the minutia of like whether that's technically accurate or not to talk in those terms. And my response to that whole conversation is, yeah, but at the end of the day, Jesus was God.
yeah,
God had wanted to just in that moment set it all right. Jesus could have just said it like that wasn't the point. That's not this is not a narrative about how vulnerable Jesus was. Because there's no such thing as a narrative where it's like looking at him in the garden before his passion praying about the cup passing and seeing that as this like one wavering human moment of like I don't wanna.
right.
It's like I'm sorry that's heresy. Like that can't be what's happening there.
What?
We talked so much about doubt with Nick. We talked about the difference between Zachariah's doubt and Joseph's doubt and Mary's confusion and how those aren't the same, that those three are not the same. There's I don't want to die, I don't want to die, and I don't want to die. And Jesus's version of I don't want to die is different. And you have to let it be different or you're missing something really important.
Well, it really it is at the heart of this problem of co-opting biblical language for politics toward some type of utopian vision.